This is Jarrod Horak. I'm back with my second Road to the 2024 Kentucky Oaks video this week. I covered the Forward Gal Stakes at Gulfstream Park for my first Oaks video this week, and now I'm going to do the Martha Washington Stakes at Oaklawn, and that race will be run Saturday, February 3rd, 2024. If you're interested in checking out my Kentucky Derby and Kentucky Oaks articles, go on over to todaysracingdigest.com. On their front page at the top near the left, you're going to see a Kentucky Derby tab. Click on that tab. It will take you over to the Digest Derby page, and there you will be able to read my Kentucky Derby and Kentucky Oaks articles. And if you're interested in free complete digests this week from Gulfstream Park, Oaklawn, and Santa Anita Park, you can find those complete digests on the Complete Digest page at todaysracingdigest.com. So go over there, click on that Complete Digest page. Those digests will be available Friday, so they'll all be complete and ready to purchase. And then if you go and you put those in your cart and you use promo code DERBY2324, you will get all three of those complete digests for free. So go on over to todaysracingdigest.com for more details. And in the description in this video, I will include that promo code and then also a link to that complete digest page. Again, products will be available Friday if you're interested. And now we'll get into the analysis of this video. Oaklawn Park's 9th race. And this race is going to be the $250,000 Martha Washington Stakes, 3-year-old fillies, a mile and a 16th on the main track. 4:40 p.m. Eastern is the post time. Tapit Jenallie is number 1, and she won back-to-back starts at Remington and Delta Downs to begin her career, including the My Trusty Cat Stakes as the even money favorite by 5 lengths. Last time shipped to Oaklawn, a 1-mile stakes race, the year's end, she was an even 5th in a 7-horse field, and she lost ground in the stretch, and she's going to really have to pick up her game in here in her second start after a layoff. Band of Gold is next for trainer Kenny McPeak, and she's 1 for 2. She won her career debut in a race originally scheduled for turf and moved to the main track at Churchill Downs, and she rallied to win that one by a nose. In a 10-horse field, she rallied from 6th. And then in her second start, a mile and 70 yards, the Untappable Stakes, a Kentucky Oaks points race, Alpine Princess won that one. West Omaha was the runner-up, and West Omaha came back, and she won her next start in a stakes race. So Band of Gold going to need to run better for trainer Kenny McPeak. Divine Gal, 15-1 for trainer Donnie Von Hemmel. $75,000 purchase is adding blinkers in this spot. In her first start, 11-horse field, she had post 9. She broke 10th. She was sitting back in 9th early, and she passed them all there, and she won by a length and a quarter. In her second career start, after being 29-1 in her debut, she went off 12-1. So they still didn't give her much respect, and she won again. She rallied from 7th in a 10-horse field to win by a neck. In her third start, they gave her a lot more respect. That was a stakes race at Oaklawn at 6 furlongs, but there she didn't run well. She finished last in that race. So now she's going to stretch out, as I said, putting those blinkers on, try to get involved from off the pace. Neom Beach for trainer Steve S. Musson. This is a daughter of Omaha Beach. $210,000 purchase. She's run 4 times with a win, a second, and a third. Her third was at Oaklawn Park in the year's end stakes, where she attended the pace. She took a short lead, and then she weakened in the stretch, and she was a clear third that day. And then prior to that, she did break her maiden in a race originally scheduled for turf. That was at Churchill Downs. So she should be up on the pace in here under Joao Rosario, and Rosario rode her for the second time last time. He rode her in her debut when she was 5th, and then he was aboard for that year's end stakes when she finished 3rd. Promisemeanempire at 9-2. Robertino Diodoro, and this daughter of Classic Empire, has run 4 times with a win, a second, and 2/3. She has not competed at this course and distance, and she was second, beaten 8 lengths in her debut, and then she was third, beaten 3 lengths second time out. They were 1-mile races at Ellis and Churchill Downs. They cut her back to 7 furlongs at Keeneland in her third start, and she pressed, and she ended up finishing a clear third, and then she broke her maiden in a 1-turn mile at Churchill Downs, battling on the pace from post 9 in a 9-horse field and kicking clear late to win by 2 lengths. She was the favorite last time, favorite in her start prior to that as well, and look for her to be a pace factor in here. Saratoga Secret for trainer D. Wayne Lucas. This is a daughter of Arrogate. 4 starts with a win and a second. She's 0 for 1 at Oaklawn. She was in an optional claiming race last time at 6 furlongs, and she finished 4th. rallying from 8th place, running into traffic there as well. Her career debut at 5.5 furlongs, she was all over the pace, and she won that one by 3 lengths. She was second in the Grade 3 Schuylerville Stakes at Saratoga over the summer, and then in her third start in the Fern Creek at 6.5 furlongs, she was fourth, beaten 8 lengths, rallying from 11th and last. So she's one that's going to try a route of ground, and in her earlier races, the races she had the most success in, she was up on the pace. So maybe that's what they're going to try to do in this spot under Ramon Vazquez. Hush It Honey is next for trainer Randy Morse. This is a daughter of Too Much Bling, and she's 2 for 4 with a show finish. She's 1 for 1 at Oaklawn. She won an optional claiming sprint at Oaklawn Park last time out, cutting back in distance. She did win a maiden claiming 50,000 in a 1-turn mile second time out at 41-1 odds, and then in a starter allowance race at Churchill after that, she was 7-1. If she finished even third in a 7-horse field. So she's one that's definitely going to have to step up her game. Maybe she's better at shorter distances. We don't know yet. She was an okay third, but then class is an issue as well with her. So we'll have to see. Denim and Pearls is your 6-5 morning line favorite for trainer Brad Cox. This is the daughter of Into Mischief, and they paid $500,000 for this filly, and she won her career debut by a nose, dueling on the lead at 6.5 furlongs in a 12-horse field at Keeneland. So she dueled, she opened up by 2, and she held on by a nose there as the favorite. Second time out, they let her go at 5-1, and it was a 1-turn mile, and she stalked and she kicked away, and she looked good that day, earning an improved speed rating. And then last time in the year's end stakes, she ran fine there. Post 7 in a 7-horse field. She stalked outside. She took the lead. She was run down. She ended up finishing a clear second. She's the one to beat in here for sure. And then In Good Taste, also trained by Brad Cox. And this filly's only started twice with a win and a second. In her Keeneland debut at 6 furlongs, she rallied from 6th in a 9-horse field after stumbling at the start, and she ended up finishing a decent second there. She was the favorite. She was not the favorite in her second career start, but she did take a decent amount of money. She was 5-2. And in that race, I was at Oaklawn at 1 mile. That was on December 8th. And she was pressing the pace, and she took the lead, and she had a half-length lead in the stretch, and she held on by a head. That was a good effort. The runner-up there was 10 lengths clear of the show, and then the runner-up was the next out winner. So In Good Taste still has some upside. So I think this race, if you're looking at today's Racing Digest final time ratings, I think it definitely goes through Denim and Pearls, because she earned a 105 in her debut, and then a 126, and then a 128. So I like that improving pattern where she improved her final time rating in all 3 starts. Another good sign that her pace ratings improved last time out, but her final time rating improved as well. So that's a good sign when a horse's pace and final time ratings both improve. A lot of times if they have to run faster earlier, they don't run fast in the later going. But she did fine last time, and I think this is the kind of field, if she does move forward again, that she can definitely beat. And she doesn't really have to move forward too much because she's already the fastest horse on paper. So Denim and Pearls, based on those final time ratings and her good pattern, she comes from a good barn, good technical speed, she'll be my top choice in this Martha Washington Stakes. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment if you like this horse racing content. That'll do it for this video. I'll be back with more Kentucky Oaks and Kentucky Derby videos this week. And until I see you next time, good luck at the races.